Your check engine light comes on. You take your car to a repair shop. The mechanic plugs in a scanner, looks at the screen for less than 2 minutes and confidently says, "Your oxygen sensor is bad." Sounds convincing, right? So you approve the repair. The sensor gets replaced. You pay the bill, and you drive home thinking the problem is solved. But 3 days later, the check engine light comes back on. Now stop for a second and think about this. If the oxygen sensor was really the problem, why did the light come back? Was the new sensor defective? Did the mechanic make a mistake? Or was the oxygen sensor never the real problem in the first place? This is one of the biggest traps in modern automotive repair, and every single day, thousands of car owners waste money because of it. Today, I'm going to show you why it happens, how professional technicians avoid it, and how you can use the same thinking process before replacing a single part. Here's the mistake almost everyone makes. They believe that the fault code tells them which part has failed. Doesn't. A diagnostic trouble code doesn't identify a failed component. It simply tells you what the engine computer is detecting. That's a huge difference. Think of it like going to a doctor. If you have a fever, the thermometer tells the doctor your temperature is high, but it doesn't tell him why. The fever is only a symptom. The real job is finding the cause. Your car works exactly the same way. A fault code is a symptom diagnosis, is finding the cause. And if you confuse the two, you'll keep replacing parts that were never bad to begin with. Imagine your scanner displays the code. 1 is the one system. 2 lean. Most people immediately buy an oxygen sensor. Some replace the mass airflow sensor. Others install new spark plugs. After spending hundreds of dollars, the same code comes back. Why? Because P0171 never said the oxygen sensor had failed. It only said the engine was running lean. Now the real question becomes, why is the engine running lean? See how the question changed? That's exactly how professional diagnosis begins, not by replacing parts, but by asking the right question. The first thing professional technician does is read all the fault codes, not just one, because multiple codes often tell a much bigger story. Then comes the most important step, live data. This is where diagnosis actually begins. Instead of guessing, they watch what the engine is doing in real time. They check fuel trims. Oxygen sensor activity, mass airflow readings, coolant temperature. Throttle position. Now imagine the long-term fuel trim is sitting at +120%. That tells the technician the engine computer is adding extra fuel because it believes the mixture is too lean. Now another question appears. Why? Does the computer think the engine is lean? Maybe there's a vacuum leak. Maybe fuel pressure is too low. Maybe the intake system is leaking air. Maybe the MAF sensor is under-reporting airflow. Notice something important? We still haven't replaced a single part because professionals don't replace parts first. They collect evidence first. The step that saves the most money. Now comes the simplest and most overlooked part of diagnosis, a visual inspection. Open the hood, check every vacuum hose, inspect the air intake tube for cracks. Look at electrical connectors, check the wiring harness. Many expensive repairs turn out to be nothing more than a loose connector, a cracked hose, or a damaged wire. Only after the inspection does the technician test the suspected component using a scan tool, a multimeter, a smoke machine, or a fuel pressure gauge. If the test proves the component has failed, replace it. If the test says it's working, keep looking, because replacing a good part never fixes the real problem. So the next time someone plugs a scanner into your car and immediately says, "This part is bad," ask one simple question. What test proved that? Because a fault code is not a diagnosis, it's only a clue. The real diagnosis comes from understanding the data, inspecting the vehicle, and testing before replacing anything. That's the difference between a parts changer and a professional diagnostic technician. Learn that difference, and you'll save yourself hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars over the life of your car. And in the next video, I'll show you exactly how to read live data like a professional technician, so you can start finding the real problem instead of guessing.